So, if you have heard on my Walking with Boo Boo video that I wanted to talk to you about, little conspiracy thing that I always thought was interesting that I came across. My little horn. Um, I feel like alfalfa just keep popping up. There we go. And it concerns Metallica and Queensryche, and um, they both had albums. And I believe this is me going off my knowledge, so it could be off a little bit, but in '88 they both came out with albums, and both those albums were very critical of the government. In fact, one of Queensryche's the song is nice called "Revolution Calling." Um, there's a lot of critical messages of the government on Metallica's album "Injustice for All," which I have a tattoo of right here. Kind of hard to see, but a little bit of it there. Right there. Talked about how money, especially in that song of the album name, tips scales of justice. So they were not very glowing. I shouldn't say glowing. They were not very complimentary to the government, to say the least. Right now, um, I don't think Queensryche had another one. I know Metallica didn't, but I don't think Queensryche had another one. A regular album release till 1992. And I'm going to go over that, but I'm going to have stuff written down because there's a lot of actual stuff about 1992 that I'd like to talk about. How it was probably the last great year of music. Um, Not that there haven't been any good songs come out since then or anything like that. It's just the artists and the amount of music that came out that year. Pretty crazy. Even crazier than I thought it was before I started looking up the stuff. But anyhow, in '92, they both came out. Who was still there looking at me? Both came out with an album. Metallica's was the self-titled album Metallica, also known as the Black Album, and Queensryche was Empire. Now, both of those came out in '92, which saw a lot of bands of the same era falter and fail of any releases that they came out with. But theirs soared on the charts, and there were tons of copies bought. Now, my thought process is, and it's not much mine, but maybe, you know, maybe somebody at the record company got talked to and said, hey, you know, if you can help steer it towards a more pro government, pro on message of America, we can guarantee this many album sales. Oh, not saying the albums were good, but I find it odd that everybody else of the same era at that same point in time didn't sell anything pretty much. You got grunge coming up, um, all that coming up, and they decided that with the exception of those two albums, they sold a lot. So my thought process was always somebody talked to them and said, look, you could cause a lot of problems if you stay going with this message. We can make sure you sell this many albums if we do want to, message that's beneficial to us. So it's always something to think about, guys. Always something to think about. Anyway, that was just a quick little conspiracy. Um, but definitely look at the lyrics of those two albums, and you'll see it's kind of weird how they switch, 180, and then they still have that kind of message, or not that kind of message, still have that kind of sales, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Take a look at it. Anyways, I'll try to do the 92 one here sometime this week or this weekend, and we'll see how it goes. There, guys.